Hello parents, this is Mr. Fosnot, and we'd like to welcome you to a series of videos all dealing with the Ellendale School app. We'd like to not only show you the app and what it can do for you, but we're going to take you a little deeper this time in how you can configure the app to get your information for your student, and then also how you can use the app to connect to ParentLink, and how by making that simple connection you can do great, amazing things within the app and connect to our ParentLink notification application, which we think is very useful for you and for us. So I'd like to begin. I'm going to share a little portion of my screen, which you probably already can see. And I'm going to use a little smartphone emulator so you can see what our app looks like on what would look like a smartphone, and work you through a few things. The first section, or the first part of our video series, is going to deal with just the app itself. So we're going to begin by finding the app. First thing is you're looking for this icon that I'm showing on the screen now. To get the app on your phone, it could be an Android phone or an iPhone, maybe your iPad, or an Android pad device of some kind, that would work. You need to go to the Google Play Store or to your iTunes Store, and then just search for Ellendale Public School. It's going to find that app. I think that's the only app that, if you search it, I think it's the only one you're going to find if you search for that. And you're going to find a logo that, again, looks like this. Install it. It's free. You don't have to have any money in your account. Really easy. And then once it's installed, you can begin by just clicking on the app, which I'm going to do for you now. Now, this is an Android emulator, but I don't think it really matters. It's gonna act and behave like it would on an iPhone or an Android device for the most part. So you can see on here that and again, it's really large, but this is the basic introductory screen when the app opens. And just to talk you through a few things, at the top you're going to have our top stories. Those are the information we put either out on Twitter, Facebook, or in those social medias that have a picture assigned to them. It only puts pictures up for some reason. It kind of likes them. But it's going to give you just a little visual news feed of recent items. I think it keeps the last 5, if I remember right. And if you like them, you can click on them and go a little bit deeper. If you want to see all of our feed, you can click on the talk. Now the talk it could be calendar items that you've set up later, and I'll show you that, but that you have coming up. It could be Twitter feeds, it could be Facebook feeds, it could be notices from any of the schools, the district level, the elementary, the high school. They're all going to show up in the talk section. And then you also can, if you want, you can share them out if you wish with your friends or family or whatever you have on social media as well. But the talk is just kind of that. It's just a series of information that comes out to you, kind of public things over social media. I'm going to go back. Notifications is just designed for you. Notifications could be notifications that are sent out to everybody, like the back to school newsletter, as you can see here, or it could be messages sent directly to you, because a little bit later in another video we're going to show you how to connect the app just to you and your family. Then the messages will come to your phone specifically if we send a message just to you. So you're going to get a little both. You're going to get generic notices and specific notices here. One of the features people really like, or liked right away when we put out the app, is the calendar section. And you can see you're going to visualize a calendar here. One of the first things you do when you get a calendar is configure it. And if you go into the gears section or to the little sliders in the Android, you can set up your calendars. We have district calendars, high school calendars, and elementary calendars. If you pick a school, you're going to be able to see all the different calendars we have available. And these are on our website and in our app. You can turn whichever one on or whichever one you don't want on. You can choose them all. So if you're interested in just golf, just check on golf, or football, just football. It's kind of up to you what you want to show up in your calendar. And at the district level is EPS happenings. That's all the other stuff that's usually not athletic related. Public events or entities or groups that come in outside of the Ellendale School to use our facility. And then at the elementary level, we have all the elementary sports, and they're all in one calendar to make it easy. So when you get your calendar, make sure first thing is to configure that. And then each day, you're going to see, as you click on a day, you're going to see that the calendar events replicate below you there. I'm going to slide over to the next screen. Hopefully. There we go. Okay. When you first install the app, you're going to see a student info button, which we're going to cover in a later segment of our video series. That's more of logging in and how do you configure the app just for you. PowerSchool is just a simple link to our PowerSchool portal. Nothing really fancy. Once you get there, you're going to still need a login and password. If you don't have your PowerSchool login and password, please do contact your school principal, our building level principal, or the office. We can help you with that. But again, this is just taking you to the login screen for PowerSchool Parent. Lunch menu is another calendar, and this one is a different calendar than the calendars you had last time, but you still want to configure this one. If you go into Ellendale School, you want to make sure to check the lunch calendar, and when you do that, again, you're going to see calendar items. So that here you can see for lunch we're having chicken fajitas, and for breakfast they're waffles on the first day of school. So that also is a very handy calendar to follow. Daily announcements are a link to the school daily announcements. It's just the PowerSchool page, but again, a quick, easy way to get there using the app. Scores, that's kind of depends on what you want to follow. I mean, we have a lot of sports, so you can follow them all. What you'll find is it's kind of configured to whatever you like. So again, you want to follow the gears or whichever and say, which sports do you want to follow? So in the high school level, hey, what do I like? And that's the one that you're going to go to. It's going to be on the front page. You saw the football player there. So I can take boys basketball. It's going to switch it. There's my boys basketball page. And you only can see one at a time. So you kind of have to go through and pick which ones you like. Like, okay, we'll do boys golf. Okay, we have boys golf. And again, as those things change throughout the year, you're going to see that information. But then you notice when you click on here, they keep those as your favorites. So you can flip back and forth between the sports. I won't say that we keep the most accurate scores on there. That depends on how we're getting those schedules and scores updated. You probably also learn them as fast watching the forum or something else. But it is a way to kind of find our school page and get our scores, kind of as the year progresses. We also put them on our Twitter feed and social media, so you're probably getting them just as fast that way too, if you're following that in that news feed. Superintendent section is just information about me and the school, so nothing big. Newsletter is a link to the newsletter page if you want to look at the newsletter. See if that opens up. So it's taking you to Ellendale School Library Media Center, which is the same link you'd get on the website, and you can open up the newsletters on this page. So again, real simple, just following a website. The weather page, again, also follows the school weather page, so you can see our camera. You can see our weekly weather forecast. You can find a little information. One of the things that people don't know is we do keep that on monthly and daily observations. So if you click these little graph icons in the middle, either on your web browser at home on your computer or on the app, you get a lot more detailed information. That's just really kind of cool. Let's see if I can back up. Oops, backed up too far. Let me get in. Okay, so IT department is going to just take you there. So you have resources with the IT department. Again, nothing, just kind of linking you to the website. And then tip line is new. We had that a couple years ago. The tip line is if you have a tip, if you see something that you think we should be aware of, you can write a message here. You can categorize it. What was it? A crisis, safety, hey, a shout out, like, hey, that was really good, like to let you know that. You kind of pick your category, what school you want to be tied to. So is it something that happens 7, 12, or K6? You kind of pick the school. That way it's going to decide which principal gets notified, so it is important. You can make it anonymous, or it will ask you for your name, so we know who to ask. You can include the location. So again, if you're on your smartphone, you have location services enabled. We're going to know where you were when you put it in there, and then you submit it. That goes to us automatically. It's kind of like an email that gets sent to members of the admin team to let you know you put in a tip. So if you want, that's a really powerful feature, especially if something happened and you just want us to let us know, but maybe you feel like you just can't come forward during the day or talk to us, or you want to be the anonymous tip. We appreciate that. And you can add an image if you wish. So again, a powerful little tool for us. Pay Schools is where you can pay your fees online. Again, links you right to our Pay School page. The directory will link you to information about the school and teachers, contact information, staff. You can find out more information there. So again, just to kind of how you can get a hold of us. And I think that's about it. You can always share things with your share logos, whatever they are, on in your device, an iPhone or Android phone. And I think that's the most of it. We really want you to encourage you to use our app. We think it's pretty powerful. It's a great little tool. And again, to get it, go to your store, be it Google Play Store or iTunes Store, search for Ellendale School, and then you should find the app. Again, it's free. And please watch the next couple segments we're going to put forward here too. It's going to help you understand how to use the app even more specifically just for you and your family. Thank you.